Welcome back to the Mr. Showtime Showcast. Listen, listen very carefully. You need to watch this video all the way to the end because in this video we're going to be discussing very important signs, hints, and clues that I know most people missed in Hollywood movies. Because dating back, I'm talking about Hollywood movies dating back all the way from the 80s and 90s, leading up to the 2000s, to the 2010s, and even until, nowadays, the 2020s. But I'm going to be telling you we're going to be discussing certain clues and signs, vital signs, that may have completely gone over your head like, right? I know that because these signs have gone over my head. I missed these signs. And as the saying goes, you will find whatever it is that you're looking for. If you see a meme on social media, because we live in an age where memes are very popular. If you look at a meme and whatever it is that it may be portraying, whatever message that may be displaying, if you wanna be offended, you will be offended by that meme. If you wanna find something to be offended about, yes, you will be offended. But if you wanna find truth in that meme, rest assured you'll find it, a deeper meaning. You will find whatever it is that you're looking for. Now, fortunately for us Red Pill content creators, we sought truth instead, and we found it. We now understand the world on a much deeper level. And the fascinating thing about it is we're still learning. Even us, we're still learning about the world. So, look, folks, Hollywood movies, they've been trying to tell you about what's to come. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the so-called predictions by The Simpsons, this adult cartoon. Well, really for surely, it's not so much as them being able to predict, okay? The directors and the executive producers of The Simpsons, it's not like they have like oracles and they're sitting there and they just like have these epiphanies of what's to come. Not really. They don't have superpowers, okay? So it's not about them predicting, it's more about them writing a script of the direction that humanity is going to take. Because these people have power. They are pulling all the strings. They are playing us like puppets. To them, it's all a game. Okay? Now, interestingly enough, I like art. Okay? I enjoy art. I love art. That's why my thumbnails, for the most part, I tailor make them in such a way, right? There's messaging on my thumbnails, okay? As you can see on my thumbnail, it's me, so like having this like revelation, like, and there's a Matrix Sentinel, from the movie The Matrix, and it's written there. I hear them, and I can understand them. Okay. What I mean by that is the people that are pulling all the strings. It's not so much of them being evil. It's just that I know it may sound sadistic for the most part, and it is, but our lives are a script of a real life movie. Okay? What I mean in my thumbnail is I can finally read the Matrix code. That's what I'm trying to portray on my thumbnail. There are certain hints and clues in the movie. Let's start with the oldest movies. Let's talk about Demolition Man, starring Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. It takes place in a futuristic timeline. Even though this movie was shot back in the 80s, mind you, okay? Even back in the 80s, they planned how things are going to be in the future. No, there's no one from the future that came and got into a time machine and told Hollywood movie directors that, oh, it's going to be like, no. What happens in this world happens also intentionally, and it was pre-planned, premeditated. So let's talk about Demolition Man. Can you see what type of society it is in that movie? We have the likes of Sandra Bullock, lovely actress. We have the likes of Sandra Bullock, where Sylvester Stallone's character was frozen. Now, although freezing people, at least not to my knowledge, is not a thing. It's not a thing to the point where you can freeze someone and unfreeze them like 200 years later. Haven't heard that. But anyway, Sylvester Stallone, you know, they were going back and forth with Wesley Snipes. He's a cop, obviously, and Wesley Snipes is he's a rebel. He's a ruffian. And of course, Sylvester Stallone's character got frozen for how long was it? Was it 50 years? He was frozen for 50 years, and then he was unfrozen, and then he woke up to this politically correct society where swearing is a no-no. You get a fine for it. You know, when they're busy showing around Sylvester Stallone's character, right? I forgot his name. But they were showing him around, you know, out there in the world, it's all futuristic. There's cars that, you know, they don't use combustion engines. They use like electric engines, you know, much like the BMW i8, much like these electric vehicles, these computerized, these smartphones on wheels, basically. Yeah, that's what electric vehicles are. They're smartphones on wheels, because you charge them just like a smartphone, and they have a tracking device. They're very technological, just like a smartphone. So he was showing them around, and then he was like cursing, and then there's like a machine every 20 meters out in town about, and then it's like, dee. He gets a ticket. And it's like, oh, I want to take a crap. Dee. You're in violation of section 368-B. Oh shit, dude. Fine. And he's like, dude, shit, but shit, crap, whatever, cursing repeatedly. And then you got this whole paper of, you know, papers, and say, why'd you do that for? And they asked him. He's like, yeah, I have to take a crap anyway. Dude. One more. Right? Being politically correct. Nowadays, I doubt, I'm not saying bullying is good, because it's not, but I doubt kids nowadays, they are, especially boys, I doubt kids, you know, in primary, they play rough with each other as we used to growing up. You know, because us growing up, we used to play, you know, tag. In South Africa, we call them touchies, okay? We used to play tag, and we used to run in the mud on the playgrounds. We would tackle each other hard. We would fall down, you know, get a boo-boo on your knee. It's like, oh, you get up and you continue playing. Some of us got our uniforms dirty, okay? And of course, the female teachers were like, hey, stop, you boys stop playing so rough, you're gonna hurt each other. Okay? And of course, there was a downer, because us boys are active. Okay? Boys will be boys. Just let us be boys. It's funny how male teachers never walk over to the little girl toddlers and start telling them that, no, don't play with dolls. That's too feminine. That's too soft. You should be out with the boy. No, men don't do that. Okay? We just let everyone be. If you consent to playing rough, hey, the male teachers never had a problem with it. In fact, a lot of them were just, during break, or as Americans call it, recess, they'll just come in and just stand there and just, they'll just look after us, make sure we're not doing anything bad to the degree. But the boys will be playing rough, be playing soccer, playing rugby, playing cricket, playing tag, chasing each other around the field. And the male teachers will just stand there, they'll just be, supervising, making sure that, okay, there's no hazardous threat. To say worst case scenario. But the female teachers, they'll let the girls do their thing. They're playing with dolls, they're sitting there chatting. And the girls obviously weren't running around. Most of them weren't, except for the masculine ones. But the fat, ugly masculine ones who want to be a part of the guys. But for the most part, girls were feminine. Since girls are social creatures, girls will just be sitting there chatting with each other, pouring feelings, just how women do, right? And us boys, because we're interested in things, we're very active, we like being physically active, okay? It's the female teachers that told us, no, we're wrong for playing touchies and chasing around the field. And I'm like, bitch, who asked you? Who asked you? It's rough, it's dangerous for who? Obviously not for us. If we're consenting and we want to do this, nobody came. Yeah, but Tommy here said that thingy, you boys are playing rough. Okay, Tommy, don't play with us. Okay, it's as simple as that. If we're too rough for you, don't play with us. Go over there and play with the other limp-wristed Skittles. Okay? The tippy-toed type of boys. You know what I mean, right? Go over there and play with the limp-wristed, tippy-toed Skittles. Okay? And leave us ruffians to be ruffians. Okay? We were playing rugby, we were playing soccer, we were active. We were getting some good exercise after sitting for hours. Inside a boring classroom. But that's the female thing. That's the thing about women. Women enjoy being, buzzkills. Women can't stand. Not just when we're toddlers, we're young toddlers from primary school. It spills over well into our adulthood. Okay? You just be sitting there and women just have to come in and just ruin your fun. Have you ever been sitting in your home, you say on a Saturday, on a weekend, you say, hey, I want to watch the game. And either your mother or female family members or your wife or your girlfriend or whoever, a female cousin, and they'll just try to, run interference. George, the trash hasn't been taken out. And you're like, okay, honey, I'll deal with it later. And then, that doesn't work. Okay, George, the sink, the dishes haven't been washed in the sink. Come wash the dishes. Okay, honey, I'll be right there. Honey, the tire is flat. You need to go. Okay, can I just watch the game, please? Women cannot they'll try by all means necessary to ruin your fun. You've been working hard all week, and the one day you're asking for some peace and quiet, oh no. The one day you just asking for just sit on your couch, right? That has that little thingy, little footrest. You can pull out, that little thingy, that little lever you can pull out, and then you can just sit like this, and you get your little cat that has the drinks on each side and a straw. You can, and your fan glove, right? Yay, go Springboks, yay, right? Oh no. You see, not even 5 minutes into the game. Oh no, there has to be an interference. Okay? While she's in the kitchen, she's washing dishes. She's peeking over you sitting in the lounge and like, this guy, he's having fun. Oh no, he can't have fun while I'm stuck cleaning chores. Oh no. And then she breaks the glass. George, come help me. The wine bottle is broken. It's spilling everywhere. Coming, honey, and then you help her, so wipe it all up. You clean up, pick up all the broken glasses, the broken shards. Okay, go back to watching TV. And then the kids come by, and then she sends the kids. Timmy, go give father a kiss and tell him you love him. And then your son comes around, Daddy, Mom says I should come and tell you I love you. Okay, yeah, okay, bye, get out of here. Daddy's busy, okay, get out of here, okay? And then it's the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, okay? Heck, she might even phone the milkman to come deliver the milk, and then he comes ringing on your door while you're watching the game. Doo-doo. George, can you please get that? I'm busy thingy. I'm busy scrubbing these dishes. I'm busy with the laundry. And the milkman is like, ding, like, oh, damn it. Okay, pause again. You can't even, not everyone has PVR, okay? The PVR decoder. Oh, no. Explorer. Not everyone has DSTV Explorer. Not everyone. Assuming you can't pause the game, you're like, damn it. Okay, coming. Yeah? Hey, Mr. Mikowski, I'm here to deliver. Yeah, okay, yeah, thanks, bye. Here's some change. Now, get out! Okay, what I miss? Oh, Pat Lemmy scored. Oh, damn it. He knocked the ball. Oh, damn it. The Sharks are down. Okay? Stuff like that. Wait, Pat Lemmy plays for the Sharks, so... But either way, you get what I'm saying. The Bulls are winning. It's the Bulls versus the Sharks. Yeah. Women always have to run interference. Okay? They're just programmed to ruin a man's fun because women can't stand a man that has a smile on his face. So that's why they'll use every excuse necessary to just run interference. Okay? So they run interference, and yeah, that's just female nature, okay? Coming back to, breaking down the signs in movies, because drifted off topic. Where was I? Ah, yes. Females running interference, they spoil our fun. Because, we live in this whole politically correct snowflake era. They're trying to turn our kids into, a snowflake generation. So that's where I kind of like lost my train of thought. Where I was headed to. Where was I? Oh yeah, okay. So in that particular timeline, it's all snowflakey, although it's futuristic, they say the future is bright. Oh no. Folks, the future is dark. It is very dark, okay? I thought that, living in the future would be like, wow. No, you're tracked everywhere, although you can get Wi-Fi and internet reception pretty much everywhere you go. Especially if you live in an urban area, right? It's all futuristic, yeah, to your convenience, but you're also giving up your privacy because they can track you. Okay? Even with your smartphone, a smartphone is it's a tracking device. And you know how you see these adverts for smartphones, Samsung, what is it, the Z Flip, right? For this time, it has a longer lasting battery. Heck, some of these phones, you can't even take the battery out. It's built in. Okay? Because they don't want you to take the battery out. Because if you take the battery out, that means the tracking device is off. And they don't want that. And they've made the batteries last longer because the longer your phone is on, that means they can track you. Heck, even when your phone is off, it's always on. It's just that the screen is black or blank. Okay? So the movie Demolition Man portrays how the future is going to look like in that particular timeline. Okay? What else? Which movie? Okay, so we've talked about Demolition Man. I haven't seen anything close to the movie The Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. Time travel is not a thing yet. But I don't think time travel exists. So we can sort of like dismiss the Terminator. I Am Legend. I Am Legend starring Will Smith. Okay? I Am Legend, it's Will Smith, he's all alone. Okay? In that timeline, society has, the population has been reduced greatly. And supposedly all humans are wiped out due to a virus outbreak and an unfortunate reaction to a vaccine, a side effect. And due to a side effect, now people have turned into zombies. The people that are, left, they mutated into, zombies. Or should I say vampires, actually, yeah. They've mutated into vampires. And Will Smith survived because, why? He didn't take the vaccine. Hint, hint. I'm not vaccinated. Hell no, I didn't get vaccinated. Why? I wasn't suffering from any virus, right? I'm okay. I'm in good health. So why would I take the vaccine? Why? Because the mainstream reporters on TV told you so? You see, understand something about me. I don't scratch my head unless it itches. Okay? I only eat when I'm hungry. I only drink beverages when I'm thirsty, or water. I only dance when I hear music, and even then, I might not even dance at all because I don't like the song. Okay? Anyway, the movie I Am Legend forecasts hindsight 2020. Now, due to restrictions on this platform, I cannot say certain keywords because the last time I said certain keywords, the video got deleted almost immediately. So I'm going to refrain from saying certain keywords, certain trigger words, but we all know what happened in 2020. A virus came by and we're all forced to take the hokey pokey, okay? Or as Andrew Tate calls them, the poison shot. And most people, scarily enough, even by watching these Hollywood movies, these foreshadows, these foreshadowings, people still, when ish hit the fan, when push came to shove, people fell hook, line, and sinker. They lined up like a bunch of sheep to get the poison shot, the hokey pokey. Oh my God, are you kidding? People are hopeless. And no matter how much you tell them, nah, that's just conspiracy theories. Is it still conspiracy theories now? Because if I remember correctly, in the year 2022, the so-called, virus just disappeared. It disappeared just at the time where, just after the mainstream TV of yours sitting in your living room, okay, these mainstream journalists and reporters told you that, oh, the virus is gone, so the virus is, this virus is very intelligent. It leaves the same time the mainstream media tells you it's gone. Now, what do you say today? What do you say now? So, the movie I Am Legend foreshadows population operation, or should I say operation or project population reduction. Because look, as much as some of us are against the Agent Smiths, okay, there are certain things that I somewhat don't disagree with. I disagree in the manner, but I don't disagree with their cause. Because the truth of the matter is, yes, we do have an overpopulation problem in this world. And to solve the problem, you're not going to come out and say, okay, folks, start, sharpening your knife and say, okay, we have a population, attention world, we have a population crisis here in the world. So, in order to solve this problem, because, we can't feed everyone, you can't accommodate everyone, okay? Housing is a problem, we don't have enough food supply, and you can't just sustain everyone for long term if people just continue reproducing, birthing kids, and, we have an overpopulation problem. So therefore, we're going to start, reducing the number manually, okay? So we need people to volunteer. We need to decrease these numbers. Come on. Who's volunteering? Right now, who's volunteering? I mean, people are gonna freak out. Okay, so what they do instead is they create a problem, in air quotes, problem, which is sugar coated as an unfortunate, unforeseen circumstance such as a virus outbreak, and then, hey folks, take the vaccine, and then you see certain people falling out, especially elderly people. Okay, now of course people are not going to take it, they're not totally going to fall for it if there's like plenty of people who just take the hokey pokey and just people are not stupid. Well, they're not that stupid. People are stupid but not that stupid. Okay, although sometimes it appears like it. But people are not that stupid, they're just fearful. And because they're fearful, that's how and why they allow themselves to be played by the government. Whatever government you're at the behest of. Okay? So that's why people took the hokey pokey, the poison shot. And they're basically in denial. Some of them, they're in denial. They're in denial not because they really don't see the truth, what's right in front of them. They're in denial because, again, they're NPCs. The truth is too much for them to bear. So that's why they'll rather lie to themselves and say, no, there's nothing wrong with the, vax. So no, that's just conspiracy. You must try to understand both sides sometimes. Now, I'm not compromising. I'm just telling you how people think. The mind frame of why people do the things they do, why they choose to believe certain things. Certain people, they know the truth, but they really don't want to. Hence why some people drink. So why some people smoke. Okay? So, I Am Legend foreshadows, Operation Population Reduction. Also, the Avengers, Thanos, Infinity War, and Endgame. That's population reduction all right there. Thanos saw that the universe is imbalanced because it's atomically imbalanced. There's too many atoms and there's too much matter at play. It's imbalanced, and if it doesn't get balanced out via the infinity stones with the infinity gauntlet, and then he snaps his fingers and then half of the universe just fades away. That's Project Operation Reduction. And another thing, Thanos, most people would say, in the movie Avengers, Thanos is the bad guy. And the Avengers are the good guys. But I guarantee you, think about it like this. Change the movie title to Thanos' Mission or Thanos' Chronicles of Thanos or something along those lines. Change nothing about the script, nothing about the characters, just change the movie title to Thanos, The Chronicles of Thanos. I guarantee you'll start seeing Thanos as the hero and the Avengers, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, whatever. You start seeing the Avengers as the antagonists. Do you see how just changing the movie title changes everything? And you start seeing Thanos as the good guy because he just merely wants to balance the universe. So which begs the question, was Thanos really the villain? I don't think so. Maybe change your perspective, okay, with certain things, especially with regards to politics. Especially with regards to history. Because there was a man during World War II, okay? There was a man who, during World War II, who was the leader of Germany, okay? And he had a little small mustache here on his upper lip. And in schools, we were taught that this man is the worst human being ever. And even now, in Germany, you'll be hard-pressed to find someone who shares the same surname as he does. Even if he's a direct family member or a direct descendant, I'm pretty sure those people have changed their surnames. Well, for reasons I understand, because, he didn't succeed. I'm not saying he should have succeeded. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he should or shouldn't have succeeded. I'm just saying he didn't succeed. And because he didn't succeed, the group of people that he was, trying to gas up in chambers, they control everything. They are the victors. You know how they say that the victors write the stories? Yeah. Because they control media and pretty much everything else, they write the story. And they're writing the story as if they were the victims and he was the bad guy. And that's what we're taught in schools. And now, it's funny how if I go over to certain channels, if I go over to CT's channel, like I did recently, and I talked about, I was basically JQing. I was basically answering the Jewish question, okay? Shout out to Fresh and Fit, and Nick Fuentes, and Sneeko, and Ryan Dawson, okay? I was JQing on Chaotic Truth's channel, and I found some gentlemen, a couple of gentlemen there, and everyone and their mother, except for Chaotic Truth himself, everyone in the chat was basically saying that, hey, CT, kick him out for 5 minutes. Okay, they were basically paying money to have me kicked out on the panel. Even the guys that were on the sharing the panel with me, they were getting all offended. That, no, that's not true. Adolf Hitler, he did that for no reason. He needed a fall guy, all right? I'm talking to a Caucasian American Yankee, okay? Americans are called Yankees in nickname. Even he was getting all heated and triggered. And I'm saying to myself, wow, you're not even an Agent Smith, a Jew, okay? You're not, I call Jews Agent Smith because, the Jewish rabbis, they wear this black outfits. All of them wear the same uniform, and just like Agent Smiths of the Matrix. That's why I call them Agent Smiths, because they control everything, just like Agent Smiths. I move on. You're not even an Agent Smith, and even you are getting offended. But you see, it's the programming. It's the mainstream programming that's reacting. I was battling his NPC blue-pilled mainstream media programming. I wasn't even debating him. That's him basically turning and morphing into an agent, because in the movie The Matrix, Morpheus warned Neo that anyone and everyone is or can be an agent. You know how in the movie The Matrix, Agent Smith, the agents can possess any blue pill, any body of a blue pill. They just move. Now they're agents, right? And they just start pulling out, guys, and they start shooting. That's what happened on CC's channel recently. Right? It was fascinating. So moving on from, the movie I Am Legend and the Avengers, Infinity War and Endgame. Foreshadowing Operation Population Reduction. Okay? Let's move on to the Matrix itself. There's a reason why the Matrix was a huge box office blockbuster movie. Came out in the year 1999. I like the first one. The first one is very good. Okay? It basically foreshadows how it tries to bring attention how all of us are under control, under a spell. We're under the control of, the government, and the government does not have our best interest at heart. I don't care whatever it is that they do. I mean, look, they will try and pander so hard right before an election, saying we'll build houses for you, we'll try to reduce inflation, and we'll try to do this. We'll try to lower the prices of cost of living. But how come they don't do that throughout the year? How come they only do that a year before the election? Okay? And it's every single party that does this. Every single government party that does this. Even the one that I support. Even the one that you support. All of them. They don't do anything to help people throughout the year, between the campaigns, throughout the 4 or 5 years leading up to the election. Oh no. Between each election, they don't do anything to help the people. Between each election cycle, okay, people are struggling, people are suffering, people are struggling to pay bills, etc. You know the works. Struggling. And then just a year before, it's all, hey, we're here, we'll vote for us and we'll solve the problem for you. The problem that they created. They don't have your best interest at heart, okay? But we still have to vote for the right one. I'm not saying no, don't vote. Oh no, we must vote. We have to vote, okay? Vote for the lesser of the evils or what have you, okay? And in every party, there is one that's more corrupt than the other. Just make sure you vote for, because all of them are corrupt. Just make sure you vote for the least corrupt, okay? Not the most corrupt. Vote for the least corrupt. Anyway. Anyway. The movie The Matrix, one of the best movies I've ever watched. Morpheus offers Neo red pill, blue pill. Okay? Blue pill stands for safety. It's a safety net. It's a safe spot. It's a safe option. It's a safe bet. Safety. Okay? If you take the red pill, if you take the blue pill, no one will ever bother you. Okay? You can continue living a normal life, and the Agent Smiths will never come after you. Okay, you'll be able to feed your family, and little Timothy can go to that private school. Yeah, and he'll qualify to go to college and university. Okay, you want that for you want the best for the kids, right? And what about little Sarah or her little ballet lessons? You don't want that to be taken away from her, do you? No, it would be pretty awful if something bad were to happen to her, right? Right? Would be a damn shame. A tragedy. You don't want that to happen, do you? Do you? No. Okay, good. So therefore, play it safe. Be a good little corporate slave and take the blue pill. Do as you're told. Do as you're told. Play ball. Put a little slave muzzle through your mouth. Because there's a virus out there. Okay? And be a good little corporate slave. Fall for whatever psyops we tell you. Fall for whatever psyops you see and hear on your little squared, rectangular shaped flat screen TV. If you have one. Some people still have the classic square, big box TV. Right? Either way, your television box. Listen to whatever it is that you're told, because we have your best interest at heart. There's a virus out there. Donald Trump is evil. Women are better than men in everything. A woman can do whatever it is a man can do. Be nice to women. Women empowerment. Men are evil and been oppressing women for so long. That's why we must establish a diversity and inclusion protocol where groups of previously marginalized groups have been oppressed, and now it is their turn. It is their turn to be selected and hired for a job vacancy because of their skin tone, because of their demographic, because of their gender. Even though we claim that we're trying to get rid of fall for the psyops, they say. Take the blue pill. That's what everyone else wants. And most people, the fact of the matter is, the reality is, yes, most people, 80 to 90% of people will take the blue pill. Literally and figuratively. And of course, we're talking figuratively. Because most people would prefer the comfort of belonging to a family, a corporate family, right? Colleagues and a management staff where they're told what to do, where they have a little ID card they can scan and swipe at the entrance at the gate that says, do access approved. Welcome, Mr. Mikowski. Have a nice day today. You know, and then they enter the workplace. Hey, Susan, I know that you're wearing a short pencil skirt, and because I see plenty of skin, I am now getting an erection because by nature we are primitive beings, and I'm getting a stiffy, if you know what I mean. I am now getting a stiffy, but no, my masculinity is toxic, so therefore I should ignore my prime directive by being aroused by a fertile looking female, young female. I'm going to ignore and prevent myself from giving you a compliment and expressing how I really feel about you. I'm going to ignore my prime directive and I'm going to say, good job, Susan. This is why I can't work corporate. I cannot stand to work in the corporate realm. I've tried. I've been in the setting, okay? No. I've been, let's just say I've worked in projects. Pretty similar, in the corporate setting, okay? And my goodness, as a masculine man, you're going to be driven crazy. You're going to be driven insane. That's why I can't stand working in a group of NPCs, blue-pilled NPCs. Hell no. I've had a taste of it, even as a university graduate. I've had a taste of that, and I said, hell no, I will not survive. That's why, I'm just out here doing my own thing. Okay? So, most people enjoy the comforts of belonging to a group, right? Like a bunch of sheep. They enjoy being told what to do, like a bunch of slaves, corporate slaves, modern day corporate slaves. They enjoy having a boss, a leader, because they themselves are spineless. That's why they want a leader, a CEO, a manager, an HR feminist. That's another thing I can't stand. These HR feminists who are unhappy and they hate men. No. I will tell you exactly what's on my mind. I will tell you to, look, Matt, shut up. Okay, stop. I'll give you a piece of my mind. Okay? For the most part. But yeah, they enjoy the idea of, a sense of belonging, and that's a female trait, by the way. That's an effeminate trait. A sense of belonging. They're fearful of being fired, therefore they'll bite their tongue, even though their masculinity is being compromised in real time. Okay? Don't compromise their masculinity. I'm talking about men, by the way. Okay? Because with women, it's a given. Okay? With women, it's a given. Of course, women are social creatures. Women are interested in people. Men are interested in things. Which is why we invent, we think, we're always outside. We're always trying to, fight the dragons outside. Men are always outside. Women are always indoors. Because that's a safe spot. Because primitively, look at the Flintstones, okay? There were saber-toothed tigers running around, dangerous predators, and the female is weak. Women are the weaker sex, okay? They cannot afford to be outside, so they have to be in a safe, four-walled shelter, including a roof, preferably, okay? So that they can be safe. So they want a man who can offer them a home in a good neighborhood so they can be safe in, within the confines of these walls. So they can bear children. So if they bear children, they can nest in a safe home environment. The Flintstones were in caves, right? The cavemen. And it's the man's job to go out there and hunt for food. Have you watched the movie The Croods? The Croods. I think it's a nice movie. This Disney movie, The Croods, right? His father, I think, what's his name? Forget his name, man. He was always telling his family to stay indoors because there's danger out there. Yeah, logically. And then his daughter, okay, was like, she wants to explore the world, which is also understandable within reason, in calculated fashion. Okay? Neither one of those people is wrong, but primitively speaking, fundamentally, okay, men would go out there and hunt, and they'll bring the resources to the family, food, resources nowadays, resources in the form of money, finances. How do you get money and finances? You go out there and find a job, a 9-to-5 job. That's the general way of surviving in this world. Now, that's not the only way of surviving in this world. Are you listening, you bunch of blue-pilled NPCs? You goofballs? Okay? Blue-pilled. So that's blue-pilled thinking. Okay, that's blue-pilled praxeology and philosophy, right? And then you have the red pill. You have the red pill. And isn't it so nice, the South African flag, we have blue and red. Blue pill, red pill. Just a little thingy. A little fun allegory. Anyway. And then you have the red pill. This is the path less taken. Okay? While most people will go for the blue pill because it's safe. Oh, the Agent Smiths will never come after me? Will never bother me? Okay. Oh, okay. Good slave. Some of us are built differently. Some of us are built just a tad differently. Some of us, we opted to take the road less traveled in the form of the red pill. That's what I took. And I have zero regrets. Zero. It's the best thing I've ever done. I took the red pill and Morpheus took me deeper down the rabbit hole, and I started to understand how this game is truly played. And oh my goodness, my brain was like blown away. I'm like, wow. Wow. Huh? Okay? Some of the stuff I'm still learning. I don't know everything. I've never claimed to know everything. I'm still learning. But I do know I have learned, quite a few things. And if you're going to take the red pill, somehow it activates this alarm for the Agent Smiths that, oh no, him? Shit, he knows. Okay, we need to, get him. We need to go after him, yeah. We need to go after him. And then all of a sudden, you find your life being difficult, okay? Friends start acting weird. Family members start acting weird. You're not getting that many interviews as you used to. Before you took the red pill, you're not getting many job offers as you used to. You're not getting many interview call-ups, many interview invites. Right? Because, since everything is run by the Agent Smiths, they are not having it. Because of my digital footprint, there is no way in God's green earth, unless there's like a revolution, a change, a significant change, a radical change on how the corporate realm works. Because currently, because of my digital footprint, we are considered conspiracy theorists or hate speech spewers or whatnot. Okay? We're considered racists, sexists, misogynists, homophobics, or whatever ists and isms they are, right? Whatever ists and isms they've made up over the past 2 decades. There's no way you can work in a corporate job, especially the more prominent, the more your social media has to be clean. And I understand that for PR sake, public relations, because you cannot have a principal of a school talking about going back and forth with someone and arguing. It's just not a good look. You can't have a principal of a school or anyone else who works for the government, for that matter, on social media, going back and forth, debating with the blue pill how women are actually, the weaker sex and they should be at home watching kids, and it's the men that should be out there working. We all know that. But in the last 2 decades, there's been a paradigm shift into us accepting women as so-called equals. There's only a couple of problems with that. A few. There's actually a lot of problems with that. But I'll just name a couple. Women are built differently. Biologically, neurologically, just overall. So that equalitarian narrative goes out the window like that. And I won't stop there. Women claim equality, but when push comes to shove, when the chips are down, and when ish hits the fan, when the pressure's on, they want to revert back to their femininity and says, "No, we're all the strong men. I'm just a woman. I'm just a woman. We're all the strong men to protect us. Oh, we're just women." No, you should go over there and see who made the noise, the little banging sound downstairs in the kitchen. So you, George, go over there and check out who that is. She's over there hiding, like, curling up. But if equality was real, then she should have no problem checking out who made that banging noise down there in the dark, late at night at 11 p.m. She should fight off all those bad guys, all those burglars, 5 of them, or even 7 or 8. She should know how to handle a gun. Oh, wait, the gun tends to be a little heavy in reality. And fighting men is no simple walk in the park, how you see in these series, these movie series, these Netflix series where you get a woman who's like 5'4", kicking the ass of a man who's like 6'8", jumping on his shoulders and leg tossing him, and then he's saying, or she kicks him hits him with a flying kick, and then he's sent flying like 10 meters across the room. Fantasy. Funny, actually. Okay? Even amongst men, usually the taller guy, the bigger guy, has an advantage over the more shorter and smaller guy. So even in the world of men, even in boxing, there are weight divisions. Okay, there's a heavyweight division, there's a middleweight division. Okay, Floyd Mayweather cannot go toe to toe with Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua is like 6'6", 6'7", and Floyd Money Mayweather is like 5'7". Something. He's short. He's a tiny guy, so it wouldn't be a fair fight. So even in the world of men, it is accepted that, due to physicality, due to the physical factor of size and muscle and height and capability, speed, strength, okay, cunningness, okay, fortitude, not all men are built equally, okay? So, but no, they want to have you believe that a woman can do anything a man can do, which is why recently they're pushing so hard for this DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. For women, there needs to be 30% of a female staff in the Secret Service staff. Hence, with the Trump assassination, that one female Secret Service agent, she was late to the party. While those men, when Trump got, that bullet grazed his ear, thank God he's still alive. That bullet grazed, he got shot. Let's just say he got shot. Trump got shot. He survived, thank God. But even though it's protocol and you made a promise before becoming a secret agent that if you become a secret agent, you have to risk your life. Not to think twice, you have to be willing to take a bullet for the president at all costs. Okay? When ish hits the fan, you should jump and basically cover him. If it means you getting shot, then yes, except take the bullet. But no. She was late to the party. It's those 5, 4, 6 other men, Secret Service agents, male Secret Service agents, who jumped to defend Trump first, to cover Trump. And then she was hesitated, and then she came seconds after the fact. In the aftermath. She hesitated. Why? Because women are selfish creatures by nature. Women don't care about you. Women cater to their own survival first. So the job description the job description as it is goes against the female programming. Her job description is to protect another human being, usually a male. The only type of sentient being that women put first before them, and even then it can be questionable, is the little infant, the little baby, a little newborn child. And even then, if the child grows up to be, to be able to fend for itself, if it's just her and her child and it's no one else, at some point the mother, the female, will expect the child to fight off all the wolves, all the saber-toothed tigers. Tell me I'm wrong, I dare you. In certain countries, certain mothers, certain war-torn countries like, over there in the Middle East, we've seen images and footage of a mother who has a little 7-year-old boy. The mother is like elderly at this point, so it could be like she's elderly. And she has a little 7-year-old son, sometimes even younger. She still prefers to give the AK-47, the firearm, to her 5-year-old, 7-year-old, sometimes even 10-year-old, 15-year-old, what have you, her little son, who's way younger than her, who's still considered a minor in first world countries. She would still prefer to give the firearm, the heavy firearm that she can't even pick up because it's too heavy, to her son to go and fight and to go to war. And then this is just inherently biologically programmed into the female psyche. Now you're telling me that you're gonna have that type of people, those types of humans, okay, genders, females, work a job to defend the president of the free world, or former president, should I say, or the upcoming potential president of the free world. Such an important person. You're telling me that you want to have a group of people who would hesitate, who are inherently selfish by nature. Their job is to put their lives on the line for someone else when their default program is to protect themselves first. What are we doing, folks? This DI, and I know we're trying to live in a world where we're trying to course correct the atrocities of the past, and yes, to half a degree, I'm with it. I agree with it. Okay, there's certain marginalized groups there. Look, you hire the best person for the job, regardless of their regardless of their skin color. But when it comes to gender, there's certain gender ranks way higher than skin tone. Okay, because I understand, in the past it was wrong to judge people by the color of their skin and say that, oh, you can't work here because of your degree of melanin in your skin. Yes, it was wrong. And we've done well to correct that. But when it comes to gender, I mean, those things are not the same. You can't correlate the two. When it comes to gender, it's just a whole different kettle of fish. It's just a whole different kettle of fish, folks. Women are not built for certain jobs, which is why women, even though they have all the freedom to select which types of jobs to work at, whether it's at the oil rig, firefighter, policeman, working in the army, right, in the Navy SEAL, Marines, Air Force. My favorite being the Air Force. I like the Air Force. Okay, if I had to choose to serve in the army, I'm going to the Air Force. Okay, I want to fly. I know it's not necessarily a joyride because it takes years to get used to the G-force of those fighter jets, because they just fly so fast at sonic speeds, and it takes time for you to get used to that type of adrenaline, that type of speed. So there's plenty of training that goes into that just by getting used to the G-force. Not to mention, let alone talk about how to actually pilot and steer the plane and all those buttons over there, here, and how to actually maneuver. Takes years. I still respect it though. I'll still choose to go to the Air Force. But there's certain jobs, even though women have the freedom to choose whatever job they choose, they still, by choice, rightfully so, by choice, they tend to steer away from those physically demanding, dangerous types of jobs, life-risking jobs. Now, some peon, some NPC, some blue pill NPC is gonna come here and say, yo, but there's female police officers, there's female firefighters. Yeah, how many compared to the 99% of men? They only make up 1%, 2%. I'll give them 3% at best. I'll give them 3% at best. Women make up like 3 to 5% at best. in terms of the staff members in the military, firefighters, it's a very small, minute number compared to the 90% of male staff members there. Most men are police officers at a 90% rate. And that's just being kind. I should really say like 95%. Firefighters, men make up 90 to 95%. Okay? Who works at the oil rig? Who works picking up the trash, collecting trash, driving from home to street, collecting the rubbish? Men. Who works as science engineers? Mostly men. Talk about the medical industry. It's mostly men. Okay? Yes, there are females there. Yes, there are. But they make up a small number for a reason. Because women are not built for that. I don't want to hear some dumbass come here and talk about, but those females, I know, but they are a small number compared to men. Jeez, I've had these debates before. I'm triggered right now. I've had these debates before. These effeminate soy boys, these limp-wristed, tippy-toed Skittles. They want to debate me when they themselves, they know the truth. That most men make up pretty much the majority of any workforce you can think of. Unless, of course, it's, even the fact, unless, of course, you're talking about, the tippy-toed industry. Fashion, hairdresser. Yeah, that's for women. Okay? The very entire civilization that these feminists want to pound their chest talking about they can do anything a man can do. Okay, how come they haven't built much? How come they haven't built any civilization? They haven't built any country. They haven't built any civilization in which they themselves live in. The buildings that they walk into the HR offices, and they type the computers. Who built those computers? Men. Who built the very building that you work in? Men. Who shaped the judicial system, the government that you live by, that you are the behest of? Men. It's Roman law. We live under a Roman judicial law. Because, the ancient Romans were the first society to establish a judicial system. And maybe the Greeks as well. But anyway, women are not built for certain things. They're just not. Now, yeah, coming to back to this diversity thingy. It's for the most part, it needs to be regulated closely. I'm not saying it shouldn't be thingy, but it should be regulated closely. Okay? Diversity, equity, and inclusion, I'm not totally against it, but it should be watched, because now we shouldn't allow people who are not built for certain things to be, shoved in there, to be shooed in by force, just to, for the optics. Red pill, ladies and gentlemen. I just broke down for you the red pill praxeology. There's more. I could go on, but red pill. The movie The Matrix explains how you have a choice. Everything, this world, it's for the most part how you choose to operate, because the best thing you can control in this lifetime is yourself. For the most part, you need to, it's mostly mental, okay? How you choose to operate, okay? Now, there's a particular scene in the movie The Matrix that, to me, it just stands out. It's like, wow. In the Matrix, you have the Matrix agents, right? You have Agent Smith, Agent Johnson, and I forget the third agent, okay? There's a scene in the rooftops where they were trying to go rescue Morpheus. Okay? The rooftop scene. Okay? And there were there's a scene where Neo was like, he senses an agent, and he pulls out his two guns and starts shooting. Bang, 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 bang. And then the agent defies the laws of physics. He's just like dodging bullets, like dodging bullets. Who does that? Who dodges bullets? Bullets move too fast for a person to just move like this and dodge them in real time. They move way too fast for that. But an agent defies the laws of physics, cheating, in other words. Now, after that Agent Johnson was dodging bullets, right? Neo ran out of bullets. He was like, Trinity, help! And then the agent pulled out his gun. He was like, and he started shooting at Neo. And then you had the famous scene of Neo dodging the bullets in bullet time, like yeah, I caught 2 bullets like on his leg or whatever. But do you see how Neo, he altered the Matrix code to be able to do what the Matrix agent did, defying the laws of physics. Okay? Altering the Matrix code. So notice, before that, Neo couldn't dodge bullets because he didn't think he could. It's only up until he saw an agent dodge a bullet, and then he was like, okay, let me try and do the same. And he did it. He also was also moving in super speed enough to dodge the bullets. So what does that mean? Do I really need to explain it? The people that run the world, they don't mind cheating you. They don't mind cheating the system to sabotage you. Okay? They don't mind. Because they can. Who's going to hold them accountable? They can. The people that run the world, they don't mind cheating the system to, to sabotage you. So what does that say? Neo saw the agent dodging bullets, defying the laws of physics, and he says to himself, if I don't do the same, he's gonna, and then he did it. What does that say? I'm not saying I'm not saying to you should do stupid things that are, I'm not saying you should do illegal things. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if there's something you need to do, oh well, Neo altered the Matrix code, and he did what he needed to do to dodge those bullets. So, if an agent can dodge bullets, why can't you? Morpheus told Neo, free your mind. And then he ran across, that scene where the training simulation, where he was running and then he jumped high from one building to another and he landed across, on the other side, on the other building. And then Neo was like, whoa, okay. And then he tried it like, whoa, yeah, because his mind was still, blocked with doubt. That's why he fell. Neo, heck, the movie The Matrix told you that if you empty your mind enough in the Matrix, you can fly like Superman for goodness sakes. Neo ended up altering the Matrix code to the point where he could just like fly. Come on, what is that telling you? Come on, folks. Neo wasn't playing to the rules of the Matrix because, the rules of the Matrix was, pretty, logical. Like, breathe, thingy, we walk on gravity. But Neo, I was able to alter that code because he realized he can. He ended up flying like Superman across the sky. So if Neo can, and this is the same Neo that the Oracle told at first, when he went to see the Oracle for the first time. She said to him, "Hey kid, let me see your hands." He's like, "Oh, okay, open your mouth." I'm supposed to say I'm impressed, and then I say, "Sorry kid, you're not the one." Was Neo really the one? Was he really the one that was, prophesied that, Morpheus would find? Was he really the one that the Oracle told that, he's the one he's supposed to save humanity? Neo, was he really ordained to be the anomaly? Because at first, the Oracle told him, "No, you're not the one." But Neo ended up acting like the one. Now, I don't know whether he really was the meant to be the one, the anomaly, or either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter either way. What does matter is it worked out in the end. Now, I don't know. I mean, the Oracle never really told the Neo. Sorry, he never really told Neo that you, Mr. Anderson, Neo Anderson, you are the one. No, she never really verbally said those words. At some point, she implied that since I'm talking to you, the one's path is, A, B, C, X, Y, Z. That's the path of the one. That's the path of the one. She implied indirectly to him that, being the one is like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love. You just know it. Okay? And how how do you begin by knowing something? It starts up here. I'm not saying that this is going to apply to everyone, because it won't. Because most people are blue pill cowards, NPCs. Okay? Only a few people can go the distance, can travel the journey of the anomaly. I'm not saying I'm the anomaly. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm not neither. But there are those who I look up to, my predecessors whom I respect, who I've learned from. Okay? I don't know who's the anomaly. I don't know. I mean, of course, Jesus Christ is the anomaly. I mean, the Matrix has very close references to the Bible, because Neo is supposed to be some Messiah, some Jesus character. Yeah, in the real life context, yeah, they took the Jesus archetype and they applied it to Neo's Keanu Reeves' character, Neo, as being the anomaly. Because even when Matrix Revolutions, even though at the end of the battle versus Smith, the final battle, how he was like plugged in to Deus Ex Machina, the Matrix, the who Sentinels plugged into him. When he shocked the system, he reset the Matrix, he was like in a pose, like in a Christ crucifixion pose, right? So yeah, the Matrix has very close ties and references to the Bible and Jesus Christ. Okay? I hope you're listening. I hope you're still listening, because these clues and signs are very pivotal and vital. Okay? What else? Yes. Let's talk about John Wick, the Baba Yaga, okay? Mr. Wick, okay? What does John Wick, what does it foreshadow? Or what does it pay tribute to? It pays tribute to secret societies. The John Wick franchise pays tribute to secret societies. What secret societies could I possibly be talking about? Well, I'm sure we've all heard of the secret society called the Illuminati. Yeah. The Illuminati. Okay? It is a cult you join if you want to live a certain type of elite level lifestyle. You get protections. Okay? You still live on planet Earth, and although you're still living in planet Earth, you have now entered and crossed into a new realm. Who am I talking about? Who possibly lives in a secret realm, a secret cult or society? Famous people. Your celebrities, your professional athletes, your celebrities, your politicians, anyone who's at the elite level of government, your artists, musicians, anyone who has the world at their feet, figuratively speaking. Celebrities, music artists, okay? They live, politicians, athletes, sports athletes, professional athletes. They live supposedly above us. Why? Because with celebrities, we follow them. They have a huge following. Important government officials. They have authority over us. And there are certain rules that they must abide by. And let's just say that if you break said rules, they take you out. If you so much as get into a spat with one of these people, they have an agreement to, throw you in jail, charge you for things you didn't do, and basically have you destroyed. And sometimes it means taking their lives. Look at what they did to Harvey Weinstein. Assuming he's not guilty, doesn't matter. They used Harvey Weinstein to make an example for all men. The introduction of the Me Too movement. I mean, my goodness, when was the last time you heard of you saw a mindful attraction video, a MGTOW video? Where are your dearest M's? Now, I'm pretty sure they still do what they do, but a lot of them have left the scene. They're like, uh-oh, we're not doing this anymore. Cold approaches? Oh, we don't want to be called grapists. Huh? Real social dynamics. Where are those guys? Gone. MIA. Because now there's a paradigm shift. So those men, they might be arrested as well because they're gonna be alleged that they're coercing these women, forceful coercion, mind controlling, spiritual, emotional abuse. Huh? That's what happens. Look what they're doing to Andrew Tate. Now, for you to enter this secret realm, like I said, there's certain do's and don'ts. Celebrities, for the most part, and especially athletes, they all just perpetuate the status quo message. I mean, social media has changed. Remember back in the day in the mid 2000s, somewhere towards the 2010s. I'm talking about 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. People used to post whatever was on their mind, even though some people posted things that would be considered racist, right? Even though some people back in the day, they used to post things that are considered sexist or homophobic or whatever. Oh no. We're in a new time now. I don't see politicians posting their genuine, authentic thoughts. I don't see athletes, I don't see your Cristiano Ronaldo's tweeting what they really think of a certain group of people. I'm just kidding. Here in South Africa, there's this guy called Steve Hofmeyr, and he tweeted what he thought about black people on the beach. How, from a bird's eye view, there's like thousands of people on the beach, and black people look like ants, a swarm of ants. And that got major backlash on, in the court of public opinion. People of color didn't like that. They said he was being racist. And I guess, right? And I'm not saying that people should be out here for purposely posting things that are like considered hate speech. No. But don't you miss when people just posted what they genuinely, authentically thought, so that you can see who they really are, so that they can show their true colors? Nowadays, people just post inauthentic things. Yes, I think that women are very good managers and leaders, and they are capable of doing whatever it is and make it. It's these automatic canned responses. I mean, look at your Piers Morgans of the world. Do you know that popular video that went viral, especially if you're on YouTube, of a compilation of these mainstream media reporting saying the exact same thing in unison from every channel? This is a threat to our democracy. This is a threat to democracy. Donald Trump is a threat to democracy, and like stuff like that. It was like, wow. These people are not reporting what they genuinely, authentically think is right. No, they were told what to do. It's a script. You're being force-fed a script. And if you're going to be stupid, of course you're going to fall hook, line, and sinker for it. Folks, there's more movies we can talk about, okay? But I've already rambled for like an hour. Now tell me, in the comment section, if you've been watching this long, what other movie signs do you think I missed? Do you think you've missed? Do you think any other everyone else has missed that you would like to express? Just write down the movie title and just say, in this scene, this and that, it is a foreshadowing to that. Okay? Even Barack Obama made a movie recently, I think last year, titled Leave the World Behind. These people are telling you exactly what they want to do. Okay? They're telling you exactly what they want to do. Listen closely to Hollywood movies, except when it comes to aliens. I don't know why Hollywood tends to portray aliens as these invaders that want to destroy us. With the exception of that, because angels come from the sky. And I believe that aliens or extraterrestrials are actually angels. They're actually angels in physical form, and their leader is Jesus Christ or God. But that's a different topic. We'll talk about it in depth in another video. But yeah, if you've been watching this long, thank you so much for watching. And remember, the Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit. And don't fall for the psyops. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.